All right, let's go. Compensation, because we got a lot of money here. And a lot of companies don't make it as easy as it is really, or accessible to you as Wakana does. And I've, been around the block a few times and I've seen compensation plans. And what I love is they brought the best of the best. They did not bring all the bells and the hoops and the hurdles you got to jump through to get some things done. There are actually 7 ways to get paid. Now, it's up to you if you want all 7 or if you just want to do one of them. No pressure, right? But the one way that you can get paid here is just by having your own online dispensary. Did you hear me when I said you are the owner of your own online dispensary? You have your own online store. And you're going to get paid 20 to 50% of the commissionable value of every single product we have today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. And you're going to earn money without holding any inventory. Somebody ought to get excited about that. You don't have to even have inventory like we did back in the day with Amway. They're going to drop ship it from Chicago to your customer in all 50 states. Right now, what happens when we go global? What happens when we're in Mexico? And we're already doing some things in the Virgin Islands, I understand. So now you can get that product drop shipped. And they're going to get free shipping, not $75 like it says on the screen, because that's the way it was before the pandemic. But after the pandemic hit, Melissa, our CEO, with her heart of gold, dropped that to $50, and it still dropped. So anything over $50, they get free shipping and they get affordable natural and organic products. But the question is, how do I go from 20 and keep my percentage moving up? See, it's based on the revenue that takes place on your website. This is about you, numero uno. And here's a company that starts you at 20%. Who does that? I've seen companies. I was with an energy company, 7%, 8%, 10%. Oh my God, how many customers you got to get? We start you at 20% of the CV, the CV. Now that's a term you're going to hear quite a bit. It stands for commissionable volume. What does that mean? You don't get paid on the retail cost of a product. The company would go broke if they did that. So they got to make some money to keep us in business. So you get paid every product has a CV. So you're getting 20%. Now you start at 20%. But have you ever been in a company that the more money you bring in, the more money they pay you? Oh, Lord have mercy. That's what we do at Wakana. So when you do $500, so there are 4 numbers for you to remember: 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. People say, I need that whole chart. No, you don't. You need to remember 4 numbers: 500, 1,000, 2,500, and 5,000. Now, with each of those, there's a required amount of customers, and more than likely you'll have those customers associated with those numbers, because anytime on your website you do $500 or more, between 500 and 1,000, you are going to get a raise. No longer will you get paid 20%, you're going to get paid 25%. And the company gives you a product bonus of $50. That you can use for whatever you want to use. Use it to try new products that you've never tried before. Use it to get products so you can give it away at your grand opening. Use it to get products that you can sample. And when you hit 1,000 with a minimum of 5 customers, you get another raise. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Every time you bring in more volume on your website, this is people going to your website, shopping 24/7, 365 days a year. Now you get more money. And you get more product bonus. Look at that $100, it goes up. When you hit 2,500 with 15 customers, 35%. And a $250 product bonus. And when you hit 5,000, you get 40%. And a $500 product bonus. And to get your product bonus, all you've got to do is send an email to support@wakana.com and say, this month I did this. I'm a gold dispensary owner. I'm a silver dispensary owner. And I would like to get XYZ, all these products, because I got $250 worth of product bonus. And they send it to you for free. How cool is that? And you get accolades because on Monday, Melissa's going to call you out. and say we had these bronze dispensary owners, silver, gold, platinum dispensary owners, and you know you like to hear your name called. So let's look at this. How do I increase this thing? Well, you go to your back office, you sign in, and that's how you find out your CV. Now, this is April the 1st, right? So you should have already known in the close of March what your CV was, because you're going to go to your back office, your data viewer, who is your best friend. Data viewer is your best friend. And you're going to choose those custom ranges and you're going to look for that data viewer. Okay, so let me stop. Let me go. I always show. People who don't understand, I show. We're going to sign in. I'm signed in, but I don't see my back office. So what do? Click my back office. When you don't see that bar, just click my back office and the bar will appear. Then you go to my team and you go to data viewer. There it is. And then it's going to look something like this. Has these columns, levels, points earned, sales value, CV, customers, distributor. Now, all we're concerned about and what we're talking about right now is this top row called personal. That's you. You, by yourself. CV, that's the column we're paying attention to right now. So in this example, this person did $527.16 in CV, in commissionable volume. And guess what? They got paid 25%. They got a raise. They got 25% of that 527, plus they got a product bonus. Here's another example. Person did over $1,000 in CV. This is in your, where is this? Who's your best friend? Data viewer. And they got a raise, 30%. Awesome. And they got a $100 product bonus. Oh my God. And let me tell you something. Sometimes throughout the course of a year, you will hear our CEO say, double product bonus. Oh Lord, have mercy. Whenever she says double product bonus, you better get to working, because that means that number over there, this column called product bonus, becomes double. So here's an example, 30%. Here's another example, $2,429.80. Now, look at this, 2004, what, wait, hold up, wait a minute, rewind. What is the next number? 2,500, and this says 24. So this should not happen, because you should never let the end of the month come and you're 71 CV away from hitting the next level, which would be 2,500. 71, what? No, that's too much money on the table. Because if I go to 2,500, I'm going to get a raise. So what do? I need to know, how do I get 71 CV? I thought you'd never ask. So let's go to the website. When we go to the website, and we go to shop, and we go to any product, because every product has a CV. So let's say, okay, let's go to topicals. Since our topical cream is always in the top 5 of sellers, and it's always #1 of products that we sell, there it is. It says topical cream, it costs $59.95, but what I want to know, what is the CV? So I'm going to click View Details. I see something in the chat box, so somebody might want to look in that chat and tell me what it says if I miss something. So I'm going to go all the way down, down, down. Retail sales price, you say, and then there's a little I. Put my cursor on the I. It says 45. That's the CV. Every product on our website has a CV. Every product has a CV. Dispensaries don't, but every product has a CV. So now 45, what do I need? 71. So that means 2 topicals would make that 71 covered, right? So do I have any customers that are using cream and I need to find out, hey, are you low on your topical cream, right? Or I could find another product. Let's go to tinctures. And this is your tip for the day. Power Hemp MD. Let's look and see, what is the CV of this $119.95 item all the way down to the I-100. Voila, that covers it. Do I have any customers that are using Power Hemp MD? But let me tell you, this is what Dr. Roz is saying. If I'm 71 CV away, honey child, I'm not gonna miss that. If I got to buy the Power Cream myself, if I got to buy the Hemp MD myself, why? Because it's going to pay off. It makes financial sense. Now, if you're 300 points away, that's a little different. But 71 CV, come on now. Don't let that happen to you. So this should never happen. Here's the next example, 5,081. In one calendar month, this is happening. It starts over every calendar month. But guess what this person did? They got 40% and $500 product bonus. Now, don't forget, you do have to have a minimum number of customers. And I'm going to say it again, more than likely, you've got more than that number of customers because people are spending on the average of $100 and some dollars, according to Shannon, that she tells us on a Monday. And you got some spending more, some spending less. But you'd still want to check and make sure you have this number of customers. Do they have to be new customers? No, it could be the same customer. And guess what? You can be one of them. So you're counted in this count. So you want to make sure, because you don't want to have 24 customers right here and you think you're going to get 40%. That ain't happening. You got to have 25 customers. Okay. Now, everything I just talked about is by yourself. You're not a pearl, jade, sapphire, ruby. You're not don't have a rank. You don't even have a team. See, that one stream of income is amazing. I mean, that was over $2,000. I mean, if you look at, my God, that's over $2,000 a month just by yourself. That could change somebody's life right there. Well, let me stop for a minute and see what's in this chat. Please explain the compensation for a millennial or stimulus pack. Is it that the distributor can only be paid down only 3 levels? Okay, I'll get to that in just a minute. Absolutely. All right. So what happens when others have their own website? Because see, if I have a customer that keeps buying from me time after time after time after time after time after time, I will probably offer to them, hey, how would you like to have your own website? Buy from yourself and get paid for what you buy. People often ask me, well, do we get a discount when we buy from ourselves? No, but you get paid when you buy from yourself. You get paid commission off of your purchase. So what if you have, and you don't care if one of your regular customers decide that they want to have their own website, because there's this thing called retail overrides over and above your commission. So let's look at this. Here's what happens. Now you've got your website. And you've got somebody who you sponsored who decides they want to have their own website. That's all they want. They just want to promote their website. That's cool. Because guess what? They know some people you don't know. Now, what if you had a customer who's been referring you? You think you're going to lose? No, because I guarantee that even though they have been referring people to your site, do you not think when they get their own website, they're going to refer more people to their site? Yeah, they love you, but they love themselves a whole lot more. And now they're going to reach out to their world. And now they get 20 to 50%. But guess what? You get 15% of everything that happens on their website. And if they share it with somebody who shares 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 it with somebody, and that goes down 7 levels, look at that. 5%, 5%, 2%, 2%, 1%, 1%. I'm telling you, down there at the 1%, you have no clue who those folk are, but you cash in the check. This is called make money while you sleep. This is called having a whole bunch of Amazon accounts going on 24/7, 365 days a year, cha-ching. So this is happening over and over again. Now, the thing about it is that's why you want to keep referring people to get their own website. You don't mind how many people have their website. Because here it is, everyone that you personally sponsor, you're getting 15% when people go to their websites, while you're still getting 20 to 50% from your website based on what you do in any calendar month. And then if they share it with somebody who shares it with somebody who shares it with, I'm just trying to ask you, how many times can you do this? unlimited. It's crazy. So you want to build that customer base. That's why we have so many more customers than we do distributors, because you want to build that customer base that works without you thinking about it. I love being able to take a vacation and still look in your back office and see folks spending money. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Wake up in the morning, look in your back office. Who's your best friend? Data viewer. Look in your data viewer and see this happening. How do you do it? It's in your data viewer. It's under CV, the same place we just went and saw personal, but now we're looking at level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can go down to 7 levels. And every one of those at 15%, that's 5, 5, 2, 2. This is a real life example. This person did 5,000 on their website. And then they sponsored a bunch of people. That's not one person, that's a lot of people they sponsored. And the total of all of their websites was over $11,000. And they got 15% of that. And then those people sponsored a whole bunch of people. And the total of their websites on the second level was over $9,000, and they got 5% of that. So now y'all ain't gonna do the math on here. I ain't got time for you to do the math to realize this was a serious paycheck. Cha-ching. And that's just the second stream of income. Okay, so I'm going to speed it up now. Number 3 and number 4 look like number 2, similar to, but the deal is broker earnings and override. So now when you purchase a dispensary, when someone purchases a dispensary, bam, you make $200. When they purchase the millennial, the stimulant, bam, you make $40. This is called fast money. It gets paid out weekly. It has a 2-week in the hole before you get paid. And then even the coaching program now has a part of that, $150, bam. And then when they share it with somebody who shares it with somebody who shares it with somebody, there's overrides. 50, 50, 15, 15, 5, and 5. And don't forget, this keeps happening. And see, when you're looking at this, this is one person sharing it with one person who shares it with one person. That's not typically how it happens. One person usually shares it with 2 or 5 or 50. So if that can happen with just you talking to one person, what happens when you bring on another, sponsor another? And another. That's why our CSO Phyllis Ness tells us to never stop trying to find new blood. Because once you find new blood, guess what? It keeps happening all over again. And you don't know where somebody's going to go or who they know. And the same thing happens for the millennial and the stimulus dispensary. 40, 20, 8, 8, 4, 4, 4. They paid less, so you get less. I mean, come on, that just makes sense, right? But it still has an override. So you will have a combination of the 40s and the 20s and the 8s and the 200s and the 50s. This is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Unlimited possibility. I mean, people don't understand. What do you have going on in your life that has this potential? This possibility, because it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, who cares? You just want it to happen. So you just hang in there until it happens, and you keep talking to people until you find that person who knows somebody who knows somebody. It's called 6 degrees of separation. You don't know who knows who. And then even the coaching package. Look at there. It has its own little compensation downline thing. And where do you find it? Who's your best friend? Data viewer. It's called points earned. Dispensaries give you points. So now you're looking at points earned. You're now when you talk about points earned, remember you've started building. Now you're building a network. You're building a team. And it's not just about you. When it comes to this, it's about the team. It's about that final number down there with the circle on it, because here teamwork does make the dream work. So points earned. Why do you got to have points? So I said, well, I don't want to recruit anybody. Guess what? Sometime it'll just happen. I didn't get in Wakanda to recruit a single person. But the moment I told somebody about CBD, the first question they asked me was, can I get a website too? All of a sudden, that's a recruit. Did I have to recruit them? Did I have to pull and prime them and all this stuff? No, I wanted them to use CBD. And as a result of them using CBD, they found themselves wanting to be a part of our nation. And now you're looking at that bottom number, because now points earned cause you to rank. And that's another stream of income. But before we get there, let's make sure you understand the difference between PE and CV, because you'll hear those terms loosely used throughout your time here at Wakanda. So points earned versus CV. So let's look at points earned. I told you it's about the dispensaries, but you can also get points from product sales. It's dollar for dollar. What do I mean by that? If a customer spends $300, you get 300 points. If they spend $1, you get 1 point. If they get the crown jewel, you get 1,000 points. If they get the millennial, you get 219.95 points. So all of those give you points. Also, the products are dollar for dollar. But CV is only based on product or packages of product packages. It's not dollar for dollar. Every CV, every product, I just showed you how to find the CV. Okay? But do know this. From time to time, we have specials on our websites. We have discounts, 10% off. We have all kinds of discounts during certain seasons. But somebody said, well, wait a minute, I didn't get the same CV. Right, because when they get a discount, you get a discount. Let's just be real. But what is this all about now? Another stream of income. We've talked about 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it, ranking. Why is ranking important? Because it gives you some more money. So our first rank is Pearl. Pearl is 2,000 points. How do you get 2,000 points? Well, we just showed you that a crown jewel, full crown jewel, is 1,000 points. So if you did one and they did one, you're Pearl. Oh, okay, so what if you did the 219? Then that means you get to have five times 2. That would be 1,000. So you get about 10 of those. You just need more. But then you don't have to just have dispensaries. You're going to have dispensaries plus product sales. So that's the first ranking, Pearl. Then Jade is 5,000. Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to hit these ranks, that number must be accomplished in 1 calendar month. I hear people all the time saying, I don't know if I'm still a Pearl. I don't know if I'm still a Ruby. Yes, you are. Once you hit it, you're it. Now, you might not get paid like one because you didn't hit the number again and again and again. But once you have the title, you have the title until you go to the next rank. Do you understand that? So, but sometimes you might hit Emerald. I mean, I'm an Emerald. I don't hit Emerald numbers every single month, but I'm an Emerald. I might hit Ruby numbers. I might hit Sapphire, the 10,000. I might hit Jade. Oh, that's a terrible month, really. But whatever it is, that's the money you made, but you're still at that title. And the goal is we always want people to get to Sapphire. Why? Because that's another stream of income called the wealth pool. Oh my God, this is my favorite. I confess. It's my favorite because I know that this company did not have to do this. Because when I look at all the rest of that stuff I just showed you, where you got a website that's making money, where you got overrides on the website, retail overrides, where you got where you make money from the sale of dispensaries, and then you make overrides, I recognize they didn't have to set aside 4% every single month in a pool. And everybody who is working their business and achieving and building a team, this is for those who choose to do that. And now guess what? When you hit Sapphire, when you hit those numbers of Sapphire, 10,000 points, you get a piece of that 4%. As a Sapphire 3 shares Ruby 10, you see the numbers right there. So let's hypothetically say if a share, because it fluctuates, because it's based on what? Revenue. And revenue is continually going up. Revenue is not just websites or dispensaries. Revenue is Weed Cafe, coaching program. You look at all the stuff we're in that's making our revenue increase. And it's before expenses. It's before profit. It's off the top. So that 4% is set aside. Now, what if a share is $100? Because it's not only based on revenue, but it's also based on how many people are in the pool. And you're in the pool based on, did you hit Sapphire number 10,000 points? Did you hit 25,000 points that particular calendar month? Did you hit 50,000? Did you hit 100,000 that particular calendar month? Now, here it is, Ruby, 10 shares. Shares $100, hypothetically. That's an extra $1,000 for the Ruby on top of their website, on top of, okay, all that other money I just showed you. And then there's another pool. It's called a diamond. Look at this, a 2%, a 4%, and a 2%. And the diamonds, oh my God, diamond 1 star, they double dip. They dip from the other pool and they get a dip from this pool, and the same concept, it's 2% set aside. Once you hit diamond 1 star, you are a diamond 1 star, but we've got to hit that 100,000 points to get this pool. And diamond 2 star, 250,000 points. Ladies and gentlemen, diamond 5 star, we're gonna have them in this company. We will have people that are doing $1 million a month. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But there's some rules. There are some rules when it comes to this. You can't do it by yourself. That's the rule. You can't do it by yourself. As a pearl, even 2,000 points. You can get 2,000 points in a heartbeat by yourself, and you won't be pearl. Because it's a 75% rule, which means only one of you can count 75% of that total of 2,000. So somebody's got to have at least 500 points. It can be you or it can be the other person. It doesn't matter who it is, but y'all got to share that thing. See, teamwork does make this dream work. You can't do it by yourself. Jade is a 60% rule to share of that 5,000 points. And then when you hit Sapphire, there's a 50% rule. Say, for instance, a Sapphire, this person wants to become an Emerald. Let's jump past Sapphire. They want to become an Emerald. Emerald is how many points? 50,000. 50% rule. The 50% rule applies to Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby. Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald. So now, in this example, they want to rank Emerald. They want to, and they got a team. Man, this team is doing good. Look at Don, Philip, Sandra, Manuel, and Cassandra. And together in 1 month, they did $52,000. First look, that says, woo, I'm an Emerald. That's first look. But then this 50% rule says, I can't count. Now I'm going to make money off of all of this. I'm going to get commission from 27, from 3, from 10.5, from 4.5, and for 7. But to hit Emerald, I must recognize the 50% rule, which says I can't count more than 50% of 50,000, which is what? 25,000 from any one person. Does anybody have more than 25,000? Yes, Dawn does. She has 27. So, okay. I'm going to get paid from Dawn's 27, but to get to Emerald, I can only count 25,000. So now I'm going to recalculate 25, 3, 10, 5, 4, 5, 7,000. There we go. Add it up. Ding, ding, ding. 50,000. Well, this person did hit Emerald under the 50% rule. So this is cool. But let's look at another example. Diamond. Now, diamond, when you get to diamond, there's another rule. 1/3. What's 1/3 of 100,000? It's 1/3 of whatever it is. 250,000, 500,000, a million. 1/3 rule. But let's look at this diamond thing. And the other thing is, with diamond, you got to have at least 3 people that you personally sponsor. Now, back over here at the 50% rule for Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald, you got to have at least 2. But I really want you to get your mind off the minimum. Forget about that. Just go get some more people. Don't rely on the minimum. Yes, you can go to the top of our company right here with 2 people. Yes, you can go to the top of our company right here with 3 people. You can max out our compensation plan with just 3 people. But what happens if one of them gets sick? What happens if one of them quit? So just don't even think about the minimum. Always go out and talk to somebody else. But here's an example. This person wants to hit diamond, but under the 1/3 rule, we know that one person cannot have more than 1/3 of the total. What's the total? 100,000. That's for diamond. So let's look at what we got. A good team. Don, Philip, Sandra, Manuel, Cassandra, and Sharon. They came up with, in 1 month, 160,400 points. Man, woo, they thought, I'm a diamond, 160,000, all I need is 100,000. But the 1/3 rule. Who has more than 1/3 of the 100,000? What is that? 33,000. We're gonna round it off. Don, she got too much. Philip, well, not too much, but over the 33,000. I can't count it all. So I can count 33,000 from Don, 33,000 from Philip, and now Sandra, Manuel, Cassandra, Sharon. That's good. I can count all of that. And when you recalculate, it totals 99,400. Hold up, wait a minute, back up. You are 600 points away from hitting diamond. You remember me telling you about that other situation? I said, don't let this happen to you. This should not happen. No way, Jose, that you're gonna let another month start and you only 600 points from hitting diamond. Because you're gonna go to your data viewer and you're gonna see what your points are, and you're gonna go there, matter of fact, and you're gonna put in where you see that little black box, you're gonna put your team member, that team member who shows up, that team member who calls you. I'm not talking about those stragglers who's not doing anything. I'm talking about the folk who are moving and grooving with you. Because you know what that means? If you are 600 points away, somebody on your team is 100 points away from hitting pearl or jade or sapphire or ruby, because you cannot go to the top by yourself. That's the beauty of ranking. Any person in this company, when they hit diamond, they're saying, I thank God for my team. You know why? Because somebody on that team is a pearl, somebody on that team is a ruby, somebody on that team is a sapphire. Everybody makes some money on the way to the top. You don't do it by yourself. But you're looking at that bottom number, and then you're having to look at what your team is doing. Maybe they haven't checked. Maybe they don't know that they're that close, but you don't want to leave them close, because when you're close, more than likely, somebody else is close. And then number 6 and 7 is a car allowance and free trips. When you hit diamond 1 star, you get a $500 car allowance that increases as you go from 1 to 5 star. And trips, people are going to Jamaica, man, that they don't have to pay for. That's what Phyllis says. The best way to travel is when you don't have to foot the bill. And then even as a founding member, this door is going to open up again one more time, from what I understand. As a founding member, you get shares. There's a 1%, 4%, 2%, and here's 1% set aside. And you can buy a founding member package. You'll hear more about it as we get closer to it. Ask your sponsor about it if you want to know more information about it. But let me tell you something. Just because you build your business, for those of you that do, that are founding members, don't forget that every time you hit 2,000, 6,000, 25,000, 50,000, or 100,000, any month that you do that, you increase the number of shares that you get being a founding member. What do I mean? I'm a founding member. I got 4 shares. That's the maximum we're supposed to be able to get. I got 4 shares. If I hit 2,000 in any calendar month, one of those 4 becomes 3. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And whatever the value of the share is now, instead of getting 4 times the value, I get 6 times the value. See, that's why it pays to keep building your 10,000 points. In any given month, this one little piggy turns into 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 times the value of the share, and that share fluctuates because it's based on revenue and it's based on how many founding members qualified. It's the only place you got to qualify. You got to qualify as a founding member. You got to get those 3 sales on your website, right? But that's what happens. All right, let's stop. Let's stop. Good, 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 good. Okay, questions? Were there some more questions? Oh, I don't see any more questions. Questions, questions, questions. Any questions?